right, so what this is a cop. This is an interview with a gentleman that is anonymous. He's a former CHA employee, and he is going to expose the CHA. And this is going back from the 90s when he first started in 1991 up into maybe 10 years ago, maybe. So he's going to give his story. Uh, and actually, he is, I already recorded this and is on, I'm going to put it on it would be also on my Anchor Spotify podcast. So let's go on with this right now. So what this is dealing with corruption uh, in CHA in the history, and you're gonna get the inside information, stuff that you never heard before, because that's what I'm about, and about telling the truth and getting this corruption and getting this stuff that's been messing us up in Chicago, specifically the Puerto Ricans. All right. So here goes. Now, before I do that, even though this is recorded, I'm live now. Anybody wants to call in and have comments, you can call me at 773-502-3275. That is 773-502-3275. Again, 773-502-3275. Going live right now. You call me and is regarding this. Listen to this. You got any questions or you want to add something? Let me know. Get online and you'll hear yourself on this live broadcast now. There's gonna be going all over the place. So the lines are open right now. 773-502-3275. And you will be going on live in your voice. So be prepared. You don't have to give your name or nothing. But you do what you want and let me know. Here it goes right now. So she jumped out. So he was in. She had him in a tank. You said. She had him in a fish tank. The fish tank that was on the top of the python. And it was a python. And the snake was a big fat one. Damn. He was not a little guy. He was a fat snake. He was big, about 4 feet, fat. So then he did get away. He pushed his way out. And then 10 years later. No, not this one. That one. That's another one. This was another one. Okay, but is this all in the same building? Is this all in the same building? The people who was buying snakes from the sky. What do you mean from the sky? That widow that I'm talking about was selling the snakes to neighbors. Oh. Okay. And his name was Jake. And he was living in the projects? He was living in the projects. He had a 2-bedroom apartment with snakes from the front to the back. Which building was that? Well, he fucked me up because he had cats inside our apartment too. And one of the cats had babies and it was on the sofa. And I said, damn, you knew there were babies on the sofa. But the man didn't know. And then I told him, watch it, don't sit there. And he went to sit down because his whole apartment is nothing but cages all the way around with number of snakes all inside, all of them, different kind of snakes. And then when I looked, he sat right on top of the baby kittens. He killed all of them. Oh shit! Oh, my cat had babies. Oh my goodness! Oh wow! And he grabbed them and he started throwing them inside a snake bed. He fed the kitties to the python. Yeah, after he sat on those motherfuckers, he was giving them to all his snakes. There was 4 or 5 kittens, and he threw them all inside the cage. And that was in '91, you were saying. That's crazy. But where was that on Lake? And you said Lake what? Lakeland Homes. Where the hell is that at? Again, over there by. Yeah, Clybourne and fucking David. So. Clybourne and Levin, all that shit. So you're saying that python's still down there then? I believe it is. Why? Unless they went and got him without my knowledge. I have no idea if they, but I am going to report it one more last time just in case. How big? At the time you seen it? How did she? She told you first, or did you notice it first? What's that?
About the python.
She told me when I was down in the basement. Because I was down in the basement doing plumbing. I was shutting off. I had to go shut off the water. I had to go down on the crawl space, shut off the water to the house, to the crawl space, to the house, to her house, and then come back and then remove the faucet, the valves, and put new valves on. I had to put new valves in order for me to put a new faucet because the water was running and I couldn't turn it off unless I went down to the crawl space. It's called row houses.
And she told you that her snake was down there for 10 years?
She said her snake escaped. He escaped, and I haven't seen him for over 10 years. My python escaped 10 years ago. So, led me to believe he had been, within 10 years, there used to be a lot of rats down there. The place was infested with rats. That's why she bought it. Because the rats were coming in her apartment like crazy. So she bought the python. But it got away from her. Unless she was a crazy motherfucker and just let him loose and said, go get him, baby. Go get those motherfuckers. I'll fix these bitches. I'm going to put a motherfucking python out their ass.
So the python went down into the crawl space?
Yep, that's where he was living.
Wow.
That's why I don't go to crawl space no more. I will never do it again.
So you believe that there's all kinds of snakes in the sewer pipes over there, especially because of that guy. She was a white lady too. You said, right?
She was a white lady. She looked like a loca. One of the hillbillies.
And the other guy. The other guy, the white guy.
Another hillbilly, ugly looking monster.
He fed the dead kitties to the right there in front of you.
Right in front of me, man. Right in front of me. God, I'm never gonna forget that. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. So he had snakes everywhere, right?
That motherfucker had at least 200 or 300 snakes in that motherfucker.
The Latrobe Projects.
I'm looking at about 200 or 300. He had them all over fucking. He had every fucking snake there was. I said, damn, he fucked me up.
So you did see a snake when you went down there?
In the kitchen, he had only a pass. In a little small place where he could sleep. And then when he used to leave the streets, I said, what do you feed him? He fucked me up. I said, what do you feed him? And then he opened up his freezer. The whole freezer was full of rats.
What? Rats that he had caught? Street rats?
Big rats.
From down there from the crawl space.
That's what he was feeding them. He
Yeah.
was buying them by the... I said, where you get them? He said he buys them. They sell them in the stacks, by stacks.
No, hold on.
Rats in the package. So he was buying them by the stacks. But he was breeding them, Papa. He was breeding them things.
And he was selling them to other people in the project so they could fight the rats too. So that place gotta be infested with rats, all in the crawl spaces down there. I'm not rats. They gotta be infested with fucking
I was
snakes.
on the corner in that same building, and on the other side of the building, the rats took over one of the basements, a whole entire basement in one of the buildings, and everybody freaked out on me. Everybody was like, didn't believe me. What they did was CHA would give them a lot of food or something, and they gave them boxes and boxes of oatmeal for all the CHA people. And they took all the oatmeal and they passed out whoever wanted an oatmeal box. Oatmeal.
Hello, Rico.
So much, they used the basement as a storage because
Hold on. Are you looking at the live broadcast here? Are you looking at the live broadcast from YouTube right now?
No, what, a live one?
I'm doing a live one. If you don't want to miss this one, I paused it. This is gonna be this. I got a former CHA employee for 30 years exposing corruption and murder, corruption, and hell in the projects. All of them. He got fucked up stories, bro. Crazy. You'll see it. So if there's anybody listening right now, I got 2 viewers. The number is 773 502 3275. That's 773 502 3275. That again, 773 502 3275. Call in this live broadcast. So far, you heard this employee from CHA 30 years give the insight about so far the Latrobe projects with a rat infestation, plus that there are snakes and particularly a python that are living down underneath in the crawl space. So be aware because there's snakes down there, according to what he's saying. And we believe when I get back to Chicago, I'll go over there. We're gonna go over to see what's up, because that's a real danger. He's saying it was a python. Now, anybody who knows anything about pythons, and this is not too long ago, the lady lost him 10 years, and he was little. Could a python? How long could a python live? Especially when he got water, shelter, and he got food, and he is on top of the chain where nobody could mess with him. So call in 773-502-3275 if you want to give opinion on any time you want to give opinion. Call me. I'll pause it because this is live and this is about a CHA for. No. Listen to it later. When we get off the phone. Okay. So, anyways, I took care of that because my cousin, she's coming over. She got kids and she needs some money. So my cousins brought me already paid her. She gave her 100. So so you send me the money. I'm gonna give it to my cousin here, and then tomorrow you send the other one. Okay.
Okay.
All right then.
Yep. As soon as she comes out, then I
Right.
just have her send it to you.
Okay, cool. All right, appreciate it. What if you look at the live? Call me back. If you look at this broadcast, call me back, and you will and listen to it and call me at any time. And I will pause. This goes for anybody listening right now. 773-502-3275. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this account. This is some real life guerrilla stuff. Is going to be talking about murders. It's going to be talking about people getting shot, and it is not gossip. It was eyewitness. This guy was eyewitness. He was there. All right, he was there, and he eyewitnessed this. He's going to tell you about how he was kidnapped in the basement of the projects, handcuffed, robbed. They thought he was dead. They robbed him, and they left him for dead. The police wouldn't come in. They came in and they found him. They thought he was dead. They called his wife, told him he was dead, and he came back. He was alive. So, and there's some more things that are crazy. Please, hey, man, you're not going to want to miss this broadcast. 773-502-3275. Call in at any time. I'll pause and listen to the broadcast. Okay, then I'll talk to you. Check it out and let me know, Rico, all right? Okay, bye. Okay, here we go again.
They said, they like the oatmeal. They give them more. And they were feeding them a lot of oatmeal that they had so much oatmeal they didn't know what to do with it. So they said, could we get the basement across the way? And they used the basement and they put all these boxes of oatmeal inside there, stacked them up by the boxes all the way around. All of a sudden, they forgot about it. That they left that oatmeal down in the bottom, down in the basement. And why they did that? They made a big mistake. The fucking rats breed it. They breed it inside the boxes. They lived. They made holes from box to box. They were traveling, and they were by the thousands. Rats by the thousands. I said, when I went down there, I went to call CH, and I told them we got a motherfucking groove rats down up in this rectangle down. And they said, what? And they said, we're gonna get the exterminators over here. I said, well, set them like that, like right now. You need more than one exterminator. And the guy came down there. He says, oh, I got this under control, man. And I says, man, it's not like that, Papa. It's not like you got this one under control. This is not the one you want to mess with. And he said, man, I ain't scared of nothing, man. The rat's scared of me, man. Shit. Man, that motherfucker ran in there with he went in there with his briefcase, like, his work tools. That motherfucker left his work tools behind and got out of there going 90. he said, you're right, there is a coon up in there. But he was so motherfucking scared, he ran out of there going 90 miles an hour because he did what happened to me. When the rats came out, they all came out together. They're protecting their home. You get me what I'm saying, right?
Right, they're gonna, and since there's a lot, they're gonna attack.
Yeah.
As an army.
It's an army. And they would beat. So he came and he left his tool bag box up in that motherfucker. He came running out of there so fucking scared, like he saw a ghost. I knew it. I told him not to go down there. I said, you need more than one person to go down there with. You can't go down there by yourself. He said, I got this, man. I ain't scared of no rats. But he wasn't expecting what I fucking got caught up on. If they would have jumped on me, they probably would have attacked me, and if I would have fell to the floor and got hurt, they would have ate my ass up. That's how deep they were. They were beat, and they all screamed at me. It made me run. Yeah, Joey, that's why I don't like going to the whole basements, nigga.
Was it the same thing in all these projects? Was it the same thing in those? Did you find it to be the same thing in all those other CHA housing that you worked in? Did you find a lot of rats too in all of those places?
Yeah. Company Green, the rats was walking up on you, and the people was feeding them at Company Green. The rats were walking around, nobody was bothering the rats in Company Green, or Stateway Gardens, or Allkill Gardens. All those, when the rats was running down over there, there was so many all in the projects that I couldn't even turn the fucking water off on the pipes because they were all sleeping on top of the pipes.
That was in the 90s?
Yeah.
Damn.
The rats had me fucked up. I had bombs to go all through there. And the one I remember that was 1209 Racine, 1111 Roosevelt, and 1209 Racine. Those are the big high-rise buildings that were right there in the corner across the street from the fire station.
Yeah.
Those project buildings. I don't know if you ever remember them.
I do know them. I know them. I've been through there. I am familiar with them, and I knew people.
Those motherfuckers had rats like a motherfucker. It was one of those where I got caught. I don't know if I ever told you I got caught in the basement. The lights was out, and they snuck up on me and they hit me over the head and tied me down on the pipes. The cops thought I was dead. I don't know if I ever told you that one.
No, what happened?
I told you that one.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I told you that. I didn't have a flashlight and I had to turn off the water to the building. And when I went down there, the basement was fucking dark. And I said, what the fuck is going on here? We'll turn the lights off. And I knew that the lights I'm in the boiler room, and I know the light switch is on the other side. So why would all the lights be off? Somebody turned the switch off. So I started thinking, I need to get in there. I had my flashlight, and I had one of the headlamps. And I started looking, and I said, I couldn't see nothing. So then I said, well, I got to go turn the lights on so I can have lights I can see. So I said, should I or shouldn't I go through there? I was thinking about it. So would somebody be hiding in the dark and run up behind me? And I said, it's up to me. Should I do the gambling? I was thinking, shit. And then, sure enough, I went for the move. I started walking real fast. I know where the light switch was at. All of a sudden, a motherfucker ran up on me. Came out on me. Two big, ugly looking motherfucking prietos. I couldn't see really their face that well, but But when he put the fucking gun in my face and he clicked it, click, 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 it didn't work. I started fighting like a motherfucker, boy. I was drilling. I was drilling. I felt their feelings right close to me. And I was drilling on those motherfuckers, but they hit me over the fucking head with the pistol. And they got me. They knocked me out. They were able to beat me in the dark. Because they can see better than I can, because their eyes were already focused in the dark. I couldn't see that well. But I felt their feelings around me as I was swinging. But they were beating me over the head. To the back, how he hit me, okay, one hit me over the head with the fucking pistol 2 or 3 times. I had 13 stitches across my head. And then the other one hit me in the back of the neck with an iron tubo. Hit me in the back of the neck, which knocked my ass completely down. And they tied me up with the handcuffs around the pipes. And they left me there. And then my boss was like, Eladio was over there. I told him I could see.
They didn't rob you?
Yeah, they robbed me.
Damn. What you had, jewelry and shit?
No, just about $100. I had $100 in dollar bills. But I had them split. They probably thought they hit the jackpot, but I had split them so it doesn't look like a stack.
Mm-hmm.
I sold something and that's what they gave me was a bunch of dollars. So I said, okay, let me break this up and it's $20. So I broke them up in 3 different stacks. So that way it doesn't show that I got money. My pocket walk around with a knot. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So, but they thought they hit the jackpot when they found a couple of stacks here, but they were all dollars. $100 in dollar bills. But they still got me. And they tied me down. And then my boss came looking for us. Everybody came looking. They sent the cops over to the building where I was at. That was the last building I was working at. And everybody was scared of these buildings because every last one of them was gangsters. All of them was gangsters. There was nothing but fights all day, every day. Every day somebody was killing each other in that fucking projects. Somebody was getting beat. Somebody was getting robbed. Something happened somewhere along the way. No matter what it was real. It was real. The projects was nothing nice. Shit. Maybe that's why they probably gave me my props. Because I worked in that motherfucker. Not too many people like working for CHA. And you know what? I'll tell you right now, Joey. I won't recommend nobody to work in CHA. Well, okay, that was back in the days. And then right now they keep sending me an email to give them a 5-star review to CHA. And I refuse to do that. I refuse to do that. I will never in a million years give CHA a 5-star review. What do you think about, would you recommend somebody to come work here? Hell, motherfucking no. Well, they broke it down. Okay, look, they did break it down. They got rid of a lot of people from CHA and splattered them around the city of Chicago and in the suburbs by giving them Section A. So they actually, CHA might have straightened out, but there's still more CHA, but they're controlled by a company called Eastlake Management. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I did an assignment where the apartment was full of mold, and she told me that when the worker came, he went to her room and he laid in the bed and said, come over here and lay down next to me and I'll take care of you.
What was that? Was it Hispanic house?
That was at East Lake that was the one on Armitage by Humboldt Boulevard.
Was Hispanic housing or
No, East Lake Management.
It used to be Hispanic housing, and then they went to East Lake.
Well, it's the buildings on Armitage and Humboldt Boulevard.
That's almost about look at every CHA. Anybody that has a CHA, every last word of motherfuckers. You're gonna find problems with mold because a pipe broke behind the wall in the bathroom, the sink, and nobody paid attention to it. And the people, look at some of the people will leave it. They'll leave it and to make a complaint. To catch me what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look, if they don't come do nothing and then they wait, because that I did discover from CHA as I was working, because I was a real worker up for that motherfucker. I was taking care of business. I wasn't paying nobody. They used to love me up in that motherfucker. Every CHA building that I worked in, they said, what the fuck did this guy come from?
Okay, but the workers, are they doing good work in the first place?
No. The workers didn't know. They didn't know how to fix nothing, Joel. Joel, I trained whoever I can save. Whoever I can save, whoever I believe that wanted to learn the trade, I was teaching them. And that was for I discovered that when I discovered the workers didn't know what they were doing. I'm like, what do you think how I feel? I'm over here, these motherfuckers are getting paid out of our taxpayer money, and none of them do what the fuck they were doing. It was the most scariest thing ever. They were good in cleaning up, and now wait, and they were so fucking. They came to a point where they didn't even want to go out there and clean. It was so motherfucking nasty. I was going from building to building, fixing these motherfuckers because it was that bad, fucked up, and none of the workers all the workers refused to go work in the building because there was too many gangsters up in that motherfucker. They refused.
What were some of the things? What were some of the things like? Were they stealing from the people too and shit like that?
Well, I never that I can remember them stealing, but one that used to do the stealing was East Lake Management. East Lake Management, what they were doing was they were hiring the people straight out of the penitentiary, coming out, and they were the opposite game of the buildings they were putting them in, and they didn't realize what they were doing. They didn't realize they were just saying, we're gonna give this person a chance in life, and we're gonna hire him, give him $25 an hour to make this repair. And we're gonna send him to class, and lo and behold, they were the other side of the game. The vice wars were fighting with black gangster disciples, so they were going to go do repairs to hear these motherfucking gangsters from the other side of town is inside your house. You catch me?
Yeah.
And the motherfuckers are recognizing that dude, man. Fuck, he's doing in my house. Oh, he worked for the company. Ooh, fuck that motherfucker shit. I'm a vice lord killer, guy gangster disciple, motherfucker. And then they got ugly. These motherfuckers, I was running around in East Lake Management. I don't know if I ever told you about this one. I was running around in East Lake Management with these motherfucking gangsters, vice lords, or I don't know if they were vice lords or GDs, one or the other. And the motherfuckers were shooting out their back porch trying to shoot at them, and they're hiding behind me. And the gangsters were smart. They shot when they saw him, but when they saw me, they gave me my respect. But then they came at me when I came back to work early in the morning, and they said, what are those other motherfuckers you got with you running around up in here? And I said, what's up? He said, that motherfucker stole my motherfucking weed from my crib. And then, he stole my motherfucking PlayStation. Motherfucker stole my PlayStation. They were coming at me. And I said, what the fuck is going on? So I went and I told the boss, I said, what the fuck is going on? He said, Gladio, he said, what you got is a handful of people that just got out the penitentiary, that you're training them and not knowing what they are. They're gangsters that were locked up in the joint, and they're coming out with the mentality of what they want to do and how they want to do it. They're straight up people from the penitentiary. And I said, why didn't you guys tell me that you was going to put me on a mission like this? And they said, we'll pay you good money if you can train them. And then I tried it for a minute, and I told them, forget them good money. When you know your life is in danger, you got to get up and go, right? really was. I almost got killed that one. And then from there, I got another job with another company, and I worked on the other side. What's the name of that fucking company? Habitat. I went to Habitat. They hired me real quick. Lo and behold, they sent me to Habitat, and the motherfucking worker, all of them don't know what the fuck they're doing. I was like, what the fuck? From the supervisor, the manager, the supervisor, and the workers, none of them knew what they were doing. They were stuck. None of them knew what to do. They were running around like a chicken without a head, trying to make it look like they're doing some work. When I got in there, they didn't even know how to get the material. They didn't even have shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then when I took over for a little bit of time, and I opened up the doors for the corporation, and I was trying to teach the workers, but I said, fuck these boys, these motherfuckers would get me caught up in this shit. They were fucking around with the people, and the customers was already wanting to kill one of the motherfuckers. The customers didn't want no workers inside their home. They said, fuck these motherfuckers, they don't know what the fuck they doing. Come to my house, come my home, I'll be back. And never come back. I fixed about maybe in 1 month that I worked there, because I quit on their ass. They were mad like a motherfucker. I quit on their ass, because I saw with the basura again. CHA, our taxpayer money. These corporations are hiring people that don't know what to do. And when they come to a situation, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and that's what I'm against right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know, because I'm the inside man. I was in there doing the job. I know that 90% of the workers ain't shit. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. All of them. Well, the only one, there's a company, there's a bunch of Mexicanos. And he's scared because he got Mexicanos that he's hiring under the table. I know he is. I'm trying to remember the name of the fucking company. But he was scared of me. He said, when I went for my interview,
Who was hiring?
it was Mexicano.
But who hired him?
He was getting jobs from CHA, but he had hired a bunch of Mexicanos, a bunch of Mexicans. But they were all hiding. They were hiding inside, but he was getting his jobs done, but with a bunch of Mexicans that don't have papers. But when I went in there, he wanted me to prove them that I know how to do all kind of jobs. So they gave me the hardest jobs. They gave me like 4 or 5 hard jobs to see if I knew what I was doing. And I fucking grabbed it, and I fucking slammed all the jobs right in their face. Boy, they said, damn, I was faster than fast. And when they saw that shit, they said, damn, this motherfucker is good. He's too fucking good. He got that shit done quick. And then they said, and they told me, I told them, this is what he said, I can't pay you what you want. That's what he told me. He said, I can't pay you what you want. This is as high as I can go. And I said, not for what you want me to do, I told him. I said, for the work that you want me to do, and you want to pay me $19 an hour, there's no way in God's world I'm going to be working for $19 an hour. And he quickly said that I can't have you. But that was the highest pay, $19 an hour. But he wanted me to do fucking copper piping. He wanted me to do plumbing, carpentry. There's only basic. The maintenance repairman only does basic repairs, not home remodeling. So he was trying to get me to do home remodeling, and it wasn't going to happen. CHA, once they find out what you be about, or if they can take advantage, they're going to take advantage of you real quick. They're going to try to get you to remodel homes and do electrical and plumbing and all that big shit that they can't afford to pay, or if they can try to slick their way and get me to do it and act like they're hiring a plumber or somebody to do the job and getting that extra money on the side. Everybody's all about making a hustle. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's all about making a hustle. But I know one thing. CHA,
So they're also dealing with people who are hiring, who are cheating the government.
Okay, now if I'm not with construction, right? Now I will go and I'll tell them I want to put a bid. I'm a general contractor. I'll tell them I would like to put a bid on running your business, and they'll say, okay, what you looking at? Okay, I'm looking about. I'll run your business here. I'll run this project, CHA projects right here, and this is how much we're asking for, and this is how much we're giving, and whatever. And that's how you bid on it. And then you a contractor, now you're construction, you go and you open up the door. Now you got to hire a bunch of maintenance repairmen and a bunch of janitors to take over. But CHA is going to give you, I'm going to give you $500,000, and this is how this is what I can afford to give you guys. I'll give you $500,000 for you to run the show in this building. You got to take care of the business. And they give them, I don't know if you call it grant or whatever the fuck they give them. They give them money to fix the motherfucking CHA, and they go the cheapest way they can get so they can make them $1. They want to put some blinds up. They're going to put the blinds they're going to put up. It costs $3 a blind. As soon as you put it up, the first people that move in, all the blinds start falling apart in pieces. They break in pieces because they're so deteriorated. As soon as you pull the string, the motherfucker breaks in pieces. The whole thing just shatters away. Get the fuck out of here. They're buying the cheapest of anything, the cheapest of all. That's why I was saying our taxpayer money is going in people's pockets.
What about the workers?
And the workers ain't shit. They don't even know how to put blinds up.
But I mean, the workers are not paying taxes for their income, and he's not paying taxes for them, right? And he's paying real low money.
He's getting paid good money, and the workers, yeah, they put them on the union and all that shit. Or if they're not unionized, if there's no union, then that's how that goes. Supposedly they give you 401k and all that shit, all that crazy shit, but still, that cutting the lights, that's all a game. That's all a game. They're making big money, $500,000 per project buildings, everywhere. All these different companies are running them, and they don't got good workers. The part about it is that they don't got good workers, because I was going from apartment to apartment, and everybody had problems in every apartment there was, and they were disappointed with the workers. Even Hispanic housing, brick or die, every fucking building that I can remember working at, did the same thing everywhere I went. That's why I said to myself, wow.
Were the workers stealing at all those places too?
Yeah, they were stealing.
They were stealing from the people and from the supplies and everything?
Yeah. Yeah, they were thieves.
Damn.
The workers were thieves, Papa.
So the supplies that would come in, they would steal.
So the workers would come in and they would fuck you up. You go inside, they'll give me the key to go inside, and you guys go in there and fix the plumbing pipes. They give permission to enter. I will go in there with the workers and tell them, okay, you go, let me see what you can do. You do it. You do the job. I want to see. But I'm not going to be doing all the motherfucking jobs, and you're going to be watching me, motherfucking. I'm going to do
taking from the drawers?
He was taking whatever he could get his hands on.
Jewelry?
He was a thief like a motherfucker. I don't know, but I knew one thing. I told him put everything back right now, motherfucker, buddy. But when we were leaving, he already cleaned house. He was already putting shit in the truck. He was stealing that motherfucking thing. That motherfucker was a straight up thief. I threw him the fuck out. I made him take everything back. And I had him fired right on the spot. I don't want this motherfucker. You ain't not gonna send me a motherfucker that's gonna come inside a apartment and start stealing out. He gonna fuck you. I told him, fuck you. I told the boss. And he freaked out. I cursed his ass out. And he said, what do you mean? I said, that motherfucker went in the house and started stealing everything. He even loaded the fucking van. And I didn't even know it. And they tripped out. They fired him, yeah, but I shouldn't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody should. But the thing is if they're getting paid by the government, that's taxes for the government. Bickerdike or whoever got the contract, they get all this money and they hire people. Now, not that they're. I'm not against, because I'm a fella myself. But the thing is, they're hiring people that are coming out that are not trained. They've been locked up for a long time, so they're not used to. They got an attitude or whatever. It's hard to break out of that. And then that they're going in there and they're going to a system that's corrupt, that everybody's stealing, so they end up getting caught up and they start doing the same thing too.
Yeah.
They're not trained yet. They're being released but not trained before they leave. I know, because before you leave from the penitentiary, when you're going on parole, or you come out, they train you before, and they got all these people coming. But there's people they're not really effective. They got some white guy, goofy, hillbilly dude that comes around with his book. He got a little about how he changed his life and he was wild, and he makes good money off that, going to the prison. But nobody's paying attention. Ain't nobody hearing that. They're not hearing what it's really supposed to be about, and how and explain. Look, you've been locked up for a long time, and that would be common to anybody, even me. Okay, so I'm not here to tell you why you were punished or whatever you were here. That's different. I'm just here to try to help you so that you can be cool step by step, and we'll be right there with all the information, so that we can forward you to the other people's all set up, so that whatever, if you're homeless, we got a place for you. If you need work, we got you. All of that shit. So we could place you with Bickerdike or one of these places who are getting tax exemptions on top of hiring you for a real low price, and they're getting all that money to keep, and we'll get you a job there. But this is how it's going to be, because you're going to deal with people. We need you to do real work. If you don't know that, so you were locked up and you took comfort, you took what did you take when you were in there? Well, figure out what it was he took, because they give him classes like that in there. A lot of those people got the skills. But the thing is, they don't have the knowledge to know where to go. They go back to the same neighborhood. They start getting high, and next thing you know, they're on parole violation. And next thing you know, they catch another case, and he just keeps going on for 20, 30 years. Understand? So what happened, though, what I'm saying is, so that's what is going on. But there's people, they haven't been in prison. They're politically appointed. They're come mierdas, peta vidas, and they're stealing everything. And if you don't go with them, they threaten. Tell me what happened with that thing. Is that true or not?
About what?
About motherfuckers, you're stealing shit.
Yeah. It's true. They steal shit everywhere. Look at, they tried to set me up at Stateway Gardens. I was at Stateway Gardens. I was a supervisor. I was supervising all the fucking maintenance repairmen. All of them was porqueria. I had to train every last one of them because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I was mad than a motherfucker. But once I trained them all, I was in charge of ordering all the kitchen cabinets and the sinks and all this shit. That I was in charge of all that. So I had my own room down there, and they gave me the locks. They said, "Here, lock it with this lock." The manager, it came from the manager. This is the lock you're gonna put on there. Change the locks. And all of a sudden, I come to find out, I'm a bad motherfucker. I didn't care. I didn't care if it was Stateway Gardens. I went to work and the gangbangers respected me. So I used to go at any time and any day. I sneak over there on a Sunday, a day that I was my day off. workers and people that I didn't know was taking everything out from my room where I had all my material at. And they were taking everything out in boxes real quick and loading up the truck. And I come around the corner and I said, what the fuck is this? I said, what the fuck is this? And it was the manager's brother that was at the Tecato had the key. And he went in there and was cleaning house. And the only one that had the key was the manager and I. So what they were gonna say? Oh, you accidentally left the door open because you're the only one with the key, me and you. Oh no, you're not. Well, I took some pictures. I remember that day. I took my pictures and I told them put all that shit back, motherfuckers. And they tripped out on me. They said, "Whoa, look who came out!" And the manager was scared like a motherfucker. I remember that manager. I said, "You try to set me up with your brother to come over here and clean the house, not knowing that I'm old school. I'm gonna catch it." I told her just like that, I'm gonna catch it, and I caught it. And she never wanted to talk to me no more after that. She was like, she got away from me because she knew I knew they were on a scam.
And there's been other times like that?
Everywhere I go, there was something in every CHA workplace that I went to. That's why I don't recommend anybody to work for any of the companies. See, it'll be a shame for you to go to a company like that and freak out. If you're a worker, you're fucked. All the weight is going on you. I had to do hundreds of jobs. I was everywhere I went, I did somebody's shit because they would say, "Oh, the other guy don't know what the fuck they're doing. They came in here and said they'll be back and never came back." Or, ¿qué vas a hacer aquí? No me van a hacer una porquería como los otros trabajadores. Nosotros somos una porquería, mierda, hacerse la guardia. They don't know what the fuck they doing. They don't know what the fuck they doing. Come over here and fucking put a cloth all over everything. I ran into the worst of the worst. Workers that don't know what they're doing. You know, right now people are hiring people and they're sending them to school to learn how to do maintenance repair. The union local one is the only one that can help you.
And even if you were locked up in the penitentiary?
The union, I can't see them hiring anybody from the penitentiary. They will not accept you. But if you got in there and they didn't know nothing about it and you're already in there, there's nothing they can do. They have to protect you.
Oh, okay, so there's people that are locked up. They got all kinds. They got cabinet. They got all kinds of woodworking skills. They train them. They got factories in there. They got teachers. They got on-hand training. Those guys coming out with those certificates.
Come out and fuck everything up and try to rob everybody all the time.
No, but I'm just saying, as far as qualifying, they would qualify. We can get Bickerdike would hire them, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You said they hire people coming out the joints.
Not Brigadine. I talk about everybody else. Habitat, fucking Eastlake.
Okay, so if they got in there and they're hired, then the union's got to recognize it, and they're in the union. And that's how you get around that, right?
Because the union was sending for more classes to get another certification.
Okay.
The union is a good union because I got my engineer boiler operation. I took classes with them and I got a diploma for that. I can become an engineer, Joe. I got the diploma. I went to school with local one. They're good. They train me.
Let me ask you, okay, so, no, this is scandalous because that you're saying there's all this happening like that, and it's been happening since 91. That's crazy. The rats, the snakes, the thieving, the manager whose brother had the key, catching them loading up all the shit.
Everywhere I went, there was issues and problems all the way around. That's why I said to myself, I quit. I ain't fixing shit for these motherfuckers no more. I ain't trying to
exactly.
You got the clean people, you got the nasty people, the dirty people.
Yeah, you're right.
And the workers will pick and choose who they want to go fix their houses. The ones that do know, they'll go inside. It's a nasty fucking house. I ain't going up in this motherfucker. Because it's like, when it's nasty like that, when it's nasty like that, when you walk in and it smells real bad, it is not cool because you could be walking to a walking disease, an area nothing but disease because it's so nasty up in there. And yeah, I discover a lot. A lot of people got problems.
But something, have you ever seen it? They do it. The person's clean because of race or something.
Because of what?
That even though the place is clean, that and they doing it because they're racist or prejudiced against not that person because
No.
I thought you said that guy said fuck that, I ain't gonna help her. I ain't gonna help her because she's black.
Yeah.
That's an act of racism, ain't it?
Yeah. So it is, but that's that I saw that.
Huh?
I do know one thing. There is a lot of people that don't go in so nasty apartments, but I don't blame them. But a worker's a worker. You got to do what you got to do to get the job done and get out of there. So some people don't want to go in. And I would call that. What would you call that?
It depends. If the place is not dirty and everything's all right, and I'm Hispanic or white or Oriental or anything other than black, and I go there and I see as a black person, and I just don't like that person, and I'm not gonna do nothing, and I say, okay, fuck that, I'm not gonna do it for that because I don't like that black person. That's racism.
And that, yeah, you're right. You're right. Fuck that nasty motherfucker.
No, but I'm talking about even if they're not nasty, if it's clean.
No, never I have heard that, but I do know one thing. I used to hear a lot from a lot of the workers. They didn't want to work in the apartment because it was nasty. So they would send me, and I would go over there, and I would see what's going on. I go over there, and I go get the job done and get out of there. It's not about how nasty a person is. I understand. There used to be mold and mildew on the tubs everywhere I went throughout the city of Chicago and all housing authority places. People always have mold, and you have to remove the mold and clean the surface and then recaulk everything around the tub. It takes 45 minutes. It's an interesting job. It's a little job where you have to work. You have to
ma'am.
move your hands around. You have to clean the area up real good. You got to remove the caulk. And to remove the caulk, you got to work with
A
razor
Benny's
blades.
bag. It was a maroon one, and it had my mother's air conditioning parts in there.
And a lot
For
of
the air
people don't know
conditioner.
how to work like
It
that.
was
Hey, you know what?
right.
Michelle, you
You know
found
what
it.
you
I don't know
reminded
where
me
you
because
put
you were
it.
talking
No,
about
I had
that.
it right there,
You
but you
talking
moved
about
I
it.
didn't
You
grab
finished.
nothing
Okay.
from there. Only the back things. Don't. I
The
don't.
tiny
Come
said,
on.
you said, who was it they sent over there? A white guy or whoever you told don't show the money or
Yeah.
something? I
Oh,
forgot.
yeah, the elevator man. That motherfucker stupid ass. He was a new guy. And they gave him to me. And I told him, I'm going to tell you the rules over here. You don't fucking go in your pocket and pull out your money out your pocket if anybody's trying to sell you something. Somebody's always will try you out. And the first thing he did was pull out the fucking money. Oh, the lady was trying to sell me a diamond ring. He said, she says, you'll be back. I said, what you mean? She says, she'll be back. I said, did you show her you have money? She said, yeah, I told her I got money. I'll buy it right now. And she took off. And she said, she'll be back. I said, oh, shit. I said, and I grabbed my hammer. I grabbed my screwdriver. I was ready. And I said, grab something, grab it. She got the pipe wrench. And when she got the pipe wrench, the bitch come running around the corner with about 30 motherfuckers around behind her back. And she put the fucking gun in his hand and said, you motherfucker, give me your motherfucking money. He said, okay, look, show me. Gave him the money. She took $20 and she threw all his money back in his face. And then it fell to the floor, and when he went to go pick it up, all the people who were around him, they fucking set up on him. They beat the dog shit out of him, and they took the money, all the money, and they beat him and beat him and beat him and beat him. And they told me, stand back. Puerto Rico, stand back. And they beat the living dog shit out that motherfucker. And I couldn't
Thursday,
He was beat up
we'll
so
take the
bad.
garbage.
Yeah, that would be nice.
We'll take my
Then
mom's.
the cops wouldn't come and get us.
I'll
Or the
drive. You
ambulance
think you
would
could
come and
drive?
get us,
Yeah. I got my
He
driver's
said, "You need to
license.
come out."
Yeah, I'm cool.
No, I mean just so we can drive me and you, take my mom, take my, or we'll just do double. You gotta get a
Push that
haircut.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Open the elevator
Before we
door,
go.
push him back up,
No, Jackie, you
put
stay
his
here.
arm around my shoulders. He was bloody. He had me all full of
Stay
blood.
there.
And walk his motherfucking
You
ass
wanna go
all the way
outside?
out the door to the ambulance. People was out there. The cops came running, and the ambulance came. They grabbed him. After I got halfway across the field, they came real quick. They got him, and they scooped us both up. And where are they at? They told me, and they were all right there standing. And I said, "Oh, they went that way." They said, "Anything to these guys?" I said, "No, they went that way." And then one of the vehicles was looking at me, and he was like, "Get the fuck out of here! Start tricking on us." And then the next day I came to work, and the Pinto told me, he said, "Hey man," he said, "you're a cool motherfucker, man." And I said, "What's up, man?" He said, "How come you didn't tell on us?" I said, "Because I had to come back to work again today." And he started laughing. He said,
So what happened to the white guy then?
"Huh?
What happened to him?
They fucking had to take him. He was hospitalized and he got bad. He said, Eladio didn't help me." And I said, I did help him. I told him to run. I told him to get out of here. We was trapped. We got trapped. How am I supposed to help him when he got a gun?
You did help him. You threw yourself on top of him.
I jumped on top of him. I shielded him. I told him, but it was at the end. I said, but that's when I discovered that they took off with the gun. And I said, fuck it, let him beat me up too. And I jumped over and I shielded him.
That's what you did do what you were gonna do. He didn't listen to what you told him about the money.
He did not listen to me. He did it real fast on my first trip. And I had already schooled him about it. On the first job, because I was taking, look, I wasn't even an elevator man, and I was doing elevator mechanic work. And they sent me to work with him to train him because I was real good at the elevators. I messed them up. Them people, Otis Elevators did not like me at all. They made a big old stink. The union came full force. They were looking for me, and they had to get rid of me.
Oh, so you were working for doing elevator work, and they sent you to school. But that what? Now I was gonna ask you then. that led to what happened? What happened when they found you down there and you were still alive? How did they get you out and everything?
Oh, that was when I was doing the boiler operation. I was turning the water off, and they sneak up on me, and I was tied up.
What building was that?
It was one of those buildings. I think it was 1209 Racine or 1111 Roseville. It was one of those three buildings in that corner.
Okay.
What it was. But that one, I was handcuffed, and then they put duct tape around my mouth.
So what happened? How did they find you?
Because the boss was trying to figure out how come I haven't came there yet. Because he was waiting for the work orders. I had a bunch of emergency work orders. That's all I was doing was emergencies. Floods. Any kind of emergency. Busted windows, busted doors. I was doing all the emergencies on it. So he saw that I didn't show up with the work orders, and I had like about 6 work orders, and I was down to my last work order. So he was like, "Where's Eladio at? How come he never showed up? Where is he at? Where's Eladio? Anybody seen Eladio? Nobody seen Eladio. No, why he's not here yet? It's already fucking 5 o'clock. He's supposed to be out here at 4:30. It's already 5 o'clock. He's not responding his calls. Okay, let's see what the fuck. What building? Was the last building he was in? 1209 Maxine or 11. It was one of those big buildings. And they based over there with the cops to see if they find me, and the cops found me in the basement. But that's when they discovered that I didn't have no pulse. And they thought I was dead. They told they said that I was dead to my boss, and my boss, all of them freaked out. And they called my house and told my wife
Go on, Jackie.
that
Here.
your husband's dead. And they fucked my wife up. And my wife came running to the me until I made a noise. Because they were walking around looking for evidence. The evidence crew was down there taking pictures. What do you call that?
Crime scene.
Crime scene. Then when I made a noise, they said, "Damn, he's alive!" And they took me out of there running. I had a lawsuit right there. I didn't even know it. Joey, I had a lawsuit. I bet you any money I had one, right?
Yeah.
They paid me. They gave me some money, but I didn't know what it was about. But they gave me some money. They said, "Would you settle for with 30,000?" And I took it. And then they gave me another 30,000 for an injury I had a long time ago, my shoulder. And then they gave me another.
Did the white guy got paid? I know the white guy got paid.
He got paid.
The one that got beat up, the one you saved.
I bet you any money he got paid.
But he blamed you.
But he tried to blame me. He said that I didn't protect him. How am I supposed to protect him when they got a gun in my face?
No, but I'm saying this though. Yeah, when he was complaining that you didn't immediately protect him and jump in, but you did jump in and save his life after they beat him a little, because they would have killed him. And if you would have jumped on top of him, he would have been dead.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you got him in the elevator and saved him and brought him out.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He got paid on that. He got paid on that. You know. Oh, well, tell me about your friend, the one that got shot. You told me.
On top of the elevator.
What do you mean top of the elevator?
They split us. They sent me to Henry Horner, and they split him, and they sent him to Robert Taylor Holmes. And then 20 minutes later, they called me and said, "They just killed Raymond." I said, "What do you mean they killed Raymond?" He said they shot him in the back of the head, and he fell on top of the elevator, on the top floor. And Robert Taylor Holmes, and I said, "But you were supposed to separate us. We're supposed to be two of us. One backs up the other one. How could that? Why that happen like that?" And they just told me, "Just leave it alone." And then they said, I don't know, man. Raymond was a good man. He had 5 kids. He was an air pilot. We used to go riding the skies. Every evening he would invite me, "You want to come with me? I want to go fly." I said, "Come on." He was going to fly in the skies. He had his own plane. He was a bad motherfucker. Everybody was jealous of him. I think there was a big, strong jealousy against him. He had a lot of stress. He thought maybe he didn't care. I kind of like noticed he had a lot of stress on him, because when he was riding the airplane, he would drop it on me, trying to make me sick, or if it fails, we're going straight down. We're going to die together. But I showed no fear. I showed no fear, and I went cruising with him all over, and I was able to break him into not to do that and drive, tranquilo. Don't drop the plane like that, because it might fail. And it didn't bother him. He just loved flying in the skies. But they shot him in the back of the head. I took his wallet. All he had was $3 because we were eating peanuts. We didn't have money. We treated each other. We said, "Let's go right down Van Buren, out Western and Van Buren." And we was getting off the expressway, and we picked up some peanuts from the peanut man right here in the corner. I don't know if you remember, they got the apple, orange, and bananas that were selling in the corner.
Yeah.
They were selling fruits, the prietos over there.
Right.
And then they were selling bags of peanuts.
He was an elevator man then too.
Yeah, the guy that got killed, he was an elevator man.
With the union.
He was with the union with CHA. Chicago Housing Authority, Nelson Bullinger was the big cheese. The big cheese, I got his ass out of it. He thought he was a bad motherfucker. He was a Cuban. He thought he was a bad motherfucker, and everything backfired on his ass, because I had kept all my copies of my work orders. And I was fixing elevators, and I got paid. They had to pay me because I had proof. I had proof, and then I took classes with him. He had a school inside the CHA. He was training the workers his way how to fix the elevators, and he was good. I gotta admit it. He's a motherfucking master in elevators. He's a bad motherfucking Cuban. He's a bad motherfucker. He opened up his own business with CHA. He was running Chicago
backfire? I don't understand what that guy would. But what do you mean backfire?
It backfired on me because I had kept all my work orders.
Oh, so what happened? What? How did was it that? So how was it? Who? How? You? What did you do? That made them question them of what work you were doing.
I sent a letter to the Department of HUD, Washington, D.C.
And what was the complaint?
that he didn't want to pay me for my services, that he died. He tricked me. And I have the work orders to prove it that I've been doing the job.
But you weren't supposed to be doing that job according to the union, right?
I was not supposed to be doing that job according to the union, but due to the fact that I was a janitor and I was doing mechanic work, elevator services, mechanic, and beyond. I was working with the iron workers, fucking building elevators.
But you were only getting paid janitor wages. You were getting janitor wages.
He was paying me janitor wages. You know?
Now let me ask you something. You told me that when the elevator was messed up and they were supposed to come, the union, and they were supposed to come and fly with a helicopter and take it away and do all kinds of shit, all kinds worth a lot of money. You went up there and you fixed it yourself, and they got mad.
And that's when they got rid of me because I was fixing the elevators, and the union said, wait, no fucking way, this guy's a janitor, he's fixing motors, he's fixing the elevators, he's fucking us up. In other words, I found the trick of the trade, and I know that what they were doing, and I was able to fix the elevators. But they tricked me. They said they were going to give me the position as a mechanic, and it never happened.
Yeah, but when you fix the elevators as they were there, without taking them out, they have to come and fly with a helicopter, right?
No, oldest elevators will go and they'll say, oh yeah, this motor's no good, we need to remove it, it's going to cost 10,000, this is how much it's going to cost, we got to get a helicopter out here and pick it up and take it and remove it, and put another one in. So they were charging 10,000 just for a helicopter to come out there and get it, not including what they were going to charge to put a new motor, which was never a new motor, it was a rebuilt motor that was just remove the chip and put a new chip on and put it back up there. And make sure it's oil at all times, that's all. I found the trick. Once I found the trick, it was history after that.
So you canceled them out of a lot of money.
That's right.
And secondly, because that job that you cut them out because you showed that you needed no helicopter and none of that bullshit and a new motor. All you need to do is you could fix it right on as it is right there on the spot.
Right on as it is on the spot.
And that's what fucked them up.
That's what fucked him up. And they came full force at me, and they ended up had to get rid of me. Nelson Buttigieg real quick was taking action. He said, I gotta get out of here. And CHA said, you better get out of there quick. What the fuck you doing, man? Making this man do all these big jobs over here. What the fuck? CHA was panicking. He said, damn, the union's coming after us. They made a big stink about it. So then they got rid of me. But when they got rid of me, I was already one step ahead of him. I had a petition with all the workers. I had them all fill out a petition saying that I was working there. And then the carpenters, the plumbers, the electricians, that they were across the way, and they knew me so good that they signed the petition as well. Oh, he got fucked. I even had a petition when he got rid of me. I was a step ahead of him. I beat him to the punch. I had the petition made out, and when he told me I had to leave and I was going to another CHA development, and they sent me to Latham Homes. That's what they sent me to Latham Homes, and I took it. I said, fuck it. But I had my petition, and I sent the petition and everything else with it to Washington, D.C. Department of HUD. And when they got that, they called me in person at my job. So they said, oh, you got a phone call. The Department of HUD, Washington, D.C. want to talk to you out here. Why? Everybody called me to the office. I didn't get over here. So you got a call from what? They were scared like a motherfucker. They didn't know what was going on. They thought I was calling on their ass. And then I janitor, and so all he did was janitorial work. All he did was janitorial work. He says, why would I have work orders with your signature of a bunch of work orders that he completed with your signature on it? Why do I have a diploma of outstanding performance on elevator services you sent him to class? Why would you say he never did that kind of work, and here he got over 900 work orders? They knew he was lying. Because he lied, right? He lied to them. It backfired on him. He lost a $160,000 job. He was getting paid big money. He was one of the big shots. He was holding down the CHA elevator service division. It went down. After he went, they knocked it down. Everything stopped. Otis took over.
But he went to work for Otis too, right?
I think he went to work for Otis, yeah. I think he did. Because he was so good, he moved his shit, or he opened up his own elevator service division, but he couldn't come to housing for so many years to do any work for housing because of his bad record that he just did. He got caught on a dirty trick with CHA. They had to remove him. He was removed. When the Department of HUD, Washington, D.C. had him removed. And CHA couldn't do nothing because that's where they get the money from. Department of HUD. Hey, Joe, since I was in CHA, I went through a lot of fucking stupid, crazy experience. And that's for sure. And it went from one buildings to the other buildings. And I went through the experience of my life in CHA. I never want to work with CHA, and I highly recommend nobody to work for CHA because of the fucking problems they got. They got nothing. They're connivers. They don't fix nobody's apartments.
Where was that place you told me you were driving past and the person was laying in the middle of the street and it was an ambush?
Right there on Lake Street.
What happened?
Lake Street in Oakland.
I can't remember exactly what you told me. You said somebody died.
That was my shortcut going home, coming off of Van Buren, off the expressway on Van Buren. I would take Oakley all the way down. And then they knew that I was taking that route all the time, and they figured they're gonna catch me. They already scoped me all day. They were from the projects right there, Horner. Henry Horner. So they laid on the street and they were hiding in the bushes. And I saw the man laying on the street. I backed up. I was like about maybe 15 feet away. I was smart. I didn't get too close. I look, I see something in the street, and I saw it from far, and I slowed down. And I was looking all my surroundings to see if I see anybody hiding somewhere. And I said, if that guy's not moving, there's something not right. I said, shit, this don't look good. It might be a setup. And then I put it on reverse. And when I started reversing, they came out of the bushes running full force at me, trying to catch me. And then I stepped the gas pedal. I learned how to reverse real fast backwards. I practiced for so long how to reverse it and get away. And I ended up fucking making a move, and I put up on their ass. But they were trying to catch me there.
But you said it. You seen them do that before to somebody, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
They did it to me, that's for sure. They did it to me. They tried to. I remember. I don't know if I told you over there by Jacob Holmes, over at the diversity projects. All the fucking vehicles ran that way, and they would try to grab me on Diversity and Western right there at the gas station across the street. They came from across the bridge, and they came all the way towards the gas station, and I see about 3 people walking one way looking towards me. I turn around, I see 3 or 4 people on the other behind me, and then I see another 2 over on one side, and I see another 2 on the other side. It was like sandwiching me. And I said, wait up, what the fuck is all this movement right here? And I was filling up the gas tank, and they motherfuckers, boy, I said, fuck this, they're coming at me. And I jumped in the car, and I fucking met Roberto Manguera, the gas tank hose was still stuck on the thing. I ripped it out, and I tried to escape. And they came shooting at me and everything. They shot at me. And then the city of Chicago, they were saw that I was in need of help.
That's the same place that you told me something about the kid and the bike and.
That's the same place where about the kid and the bike. Yeah, all kind of fucking incidents everywhere I went, bro.
What happened with that incident? I'm not, cause I wasn't sure, cause I'm confused about it. How was it? You knew him or something?
Yeah, I knew the kid. I knew the kid when he was born, and I knew he had a problem. He had what they call that. He was paralyzed on one side. Autism.
Uh huh.
So he would walk half his body was paralyzed. He would walk around half paralyzed. So he comes up and he said, "Hey man, I had the pinstripes put it on the black Phantom bicycle from one of the Boricuas right there in the project. He put the pinstripe on it, and then he said, man, can I ride it? Can I ride it, man? I like this. This is nice." And I got right. And he rode it to the corner and he rode it back and he said, "I told you I could ride it. I told you I could ride it." Because he's half paralyzed, but he wanted to ride the bike, so I thought, see if he could do it. He did it. And that's when we heard some shooting going on. When he had the bike in my hands, he was just getting off, and then we heard right down Diversity and fucking Diversity and Clybourne. Right in the corner, we heard a bunch of shots, but we didn't know where they were at. That's where we were at. We were parked right there in the corner building, and I was getting ready to put the bike in my pickup truck. And I was putting it on, and when I was putting it on, the shooting went off, and I looked at the kid, and the kid looked at me, and I said, "Go home," I told him. And he ran to the house. Lo and behold, the gangbangers ran in between the buildings, the CHA buildings, and they ran towards where he was going. And he ran to his house. When he ran to his house, he couldn't get to his house because he was trying to hide somewhere. And the cops came running full speed around the corner, saw him hiding behind the door, and told him, "Come out with your hands up." And when he went to come out with his hands up, since he was paralyzed, his arm was up in the air, paralyzed. He thought the man had a gun, and he lit his ass up. He lit his ass up 17 times. And then he put the gun on him because I stood there. I didn't know it was him laying on the floor. I thought they caught somebody else. But they said, "Don't go that way. Don't go that way. The man's dead." And I was like, "Wow, who's over there? Who's dead?" And I stood there because I was doing work in the building. I was doing emergency calls. So I stood in the area. I called my boss. I said, "Man, a man just got killed over here." And he says, "Okay, stick around in the lobby." I said, "Okay." So I stuck around the area. So I was right there. So the cops was thinking that I was with them for some reason. And they were like, "Hey man, the guy," he says, "I just shot the guy. I accidentally shot the guy." And the guy comes up and he said, "You accidentally shot the guy?" He said, "Yeah. He had his arm up in the air. He's the paralyzed kid. He had his arm in the air, and I got spooked. I thought he had a gun in his hands." And I said, and he said, "Well, you better go get a fucking gun and put it next to him because you're gonna fucking beat the hell out of shit." And he said, "Go ahead. I'll back you up. Go look for a gun, and I'll stay right here and back you up." He took off. That guy took off and came back like 35 minutes later. That kid was bleeding to death on the floor. The guy came back, brought the gun. I heard the whole fucking story. He brought the gun. He said, "I got it." He said, "Okay, there, right there." And then they went and they looked at me and they acted like I was with them, and I wasn't with them. I wasn't with them. I was a CHA worker with my CHA uniform on, and I was not with them. I know they were doing a dirty trick at that moment. He went and put the gun next to him, and then they took pictures. You catch it?
Yeah.
And I went and I testified everything I saw them do and what they said. And when I did that, they ended up, because the kid was in jail. I didn't know that. Found out to be it was the paralyzed kid that was riding my bike. So I said, "What?" It was him. They said, "Yeah." I went straight over there. I said, "Get the lawyer, get you a lawyer, and hurry up and start working on him and get him out of jail." First, he's in jail because he was in the Cook County Hospital, and they saved his life. And then when they saved his life, at the same time they had him handcuffed at the same time while he was handcuffed in the county jail, another county hospital. And I didn't know that. And then from the hospital, they sent him to the county jail. He was locked up in the county jail because they said that he was shooting at the cops, and he was the one shooting at the cops. They put a gun in his hands and say he was shooting at the cops, and it was not true. So that's when I told him, "Get you a lawyer. I'm going to go to court." And I got paid. They had immediately a quick settlement. Oh, it was wait, it was a jury trial. I went to a jury trial. There were 12 people on the bench. Huh?
Damn.
Was that crazy or what?
And they said that the kid was not guilty.
The kid was not guilty. The judge popped their ass. The cops was found sick to their stomach. They were like, damn, CHA worker came and blasted us. And then they went, and then the sergeant went over to the manager and told him, hey man, we lost the case. One of your employees came and testified against us. And then they came at me and got rid of me. They got fired from the job. I didn't get fired. They said that they don't have the position's not open. You know, we have to let you go right now. And they played it off. They says, you know, we're short. We're short. You know, we gotta. You're the last one that came in. You gotta go. So I went with the flow, and I went with my life. I went to the next job. Nobody shouldn't have to work CHA, Joey. I'm letting you know now. They'll go through a nightmare of what I went through. I bet you everybody's quiet about it. A lot of people that work for CHA, they quit because of the fucking fright, the worriness, or if they're dirty like they are, they'll stay. If they're dirty like the rest of them, they don't do no work, and say, fuck it, we ain't going to that house. Fuck it, we ain't going to none of them. They ain't fixing shit. In other words, a lot of those people that are taking the CHA buildings and they're running the show that are getting money from the Chicago Housing Authority, acting like they're doing a lot of work and getting all that money. And getting all that money. And acting like they're making things happen. They'll wait till the last minute when the city inspectors come to investigate the whole building, all the buildings, then they want to come and fix everything real fast because they're scared they're going to get caught up in some shit. And hurry up, get the whole crew out there while everybody wants a 12-hour shifts, day and night. I need this job done before the inspectors get over here. Everything needs to get done. Go to everybody's apartment, fix everything inside the apartment before they come in here. And then the customers was terrified. They said, oh, now you motherfuckers, now the inspector ain't coming, and your asses want to come fix something? You ain't fix something all year, motherfucker, now you want to come fix something? And that's why everybody was always arguing all the time. They know the conniving move. CHA residents knew the conniving move that CHA the management was doing against they weren't fixing shit. Management was not fixing shit, or didn't know how to fix shit, or wait till the last minute and send a crew from different CHA developments. Help, I need help. Could you send me a crew? They were working with one another. Overtime. Nothing but the slickness of all slickness, Joey. All the motherfuckers are slick. Bunch of connivers. Just like you said, it goes with the politics, it goes with connivers from throughout everywhere.
Yeah.
Even the contractors are connivers. They're all connivers. Every last one of them motherfuckers. If you find a good person like me, very rare.
Yeah.
Very rare to find somebody like me that go and try to help everybody.
I know. That's true.
Yeah.
But even though it looks bad, I still have hope because everybody, everybody is a piece of the puzzle that are, trying to really do something, And it's not like we lived good lives. We had our troubles too, but those obstacles we were able to overcome, eventually, the hard way. So we got experience on that. This is not no bullshit. We could have done a lot of stuff different. We could have, been on some dumb stuff still with some. There's guys our age, 57, 60. They're still on the dumb with that bullshit, bro. More. They want to say all the time, more, yeah, man. What? Yeah, they always remembered something from the past, and they talk about, they glorify some bullshit that didn't even really exist, because most of them are our enemies anyways that were with us. Our enemies were with us ourselves. You know that as proof. You have stories about how people that were in our individual clubs were our worst enemies. They even had our own guys killed, and that's just true. You know, and if you let them, you play it. If you let them tell the story, they were your best friend. Even though they used to they were older than you, and they used to try to force you, me, or whatever, to buy them shit, do shit for them, go on missions, send them on suicide missions and all this other shit, you know, and beat you up when you didn't. They still want to be, and look what they get. Look what happens to them. They're gone. You know, and people I know they're gone too. That did that. All the troublemakers, basically. But a lot of the good guys too. A lot of good guys lost their lives because of the fucked up guys that came around. They weren't from their neighborhood. They came from all kinds of different other places. So they didn't know that. They didn't have the experience that we had. But since they went to that neighbor, oh yeah, right away they're gonna pick that shit up. And because why? Because now that I got whatever gang I'm behind, I could go ahead and do what I want. Start trouble, rob people, and nobody can do nothing behind it. Because if not, I get my gang. I'm protected. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what happens. And then you let them around you, what do? They rob you, they fuck with your families, they steal from you, they trick on you, they set you up to get killed. Then they write you a letter or show up your door asking for a couple $100 since you guys were all brothers, amor.
Everything you're saying is true.
And they're there trying to hook you with some bullshit again so they can do it all over again.
Yeah. You got a lot of haters. You got the good ones and you got the haters.
Yeah, man.
That was always there in every gang. I don't give a fuck what.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I see, Joey? I'm with you on this one all the way. This is a recycle of our lives. As we were shorties, we did all the bad, and we were survivors, and then we see the new shorties doing the same thing what we used to do when we were shorties. So it's a recycle no matter what.
Yeah.
It's a generation thing no matter what.
Right. So, but ask me.
Figure out how to explain it. Maybe you could probably figure it out.
No, but check this out. So you could put the Puerto Ricans down us for coming here, say around. Let's just put it fit because some were coming right after the war. There had some been earlier, but it wasn't big families. But the families and everything, say 1950 all the way to what? To the 60s with the families, and they were coming to Humboldt Park. Remember that, right?
Yeah.
So now, 50-some years, more than 50-some years, and they came to Chicago, and they ended up either forming the gang, forming a Chicago gang. They formed their own gangs in Chicago. All right? Because they didn't bring that from Puerto Rico. They didn't have that gang shit. They formed it because there was other gangs here, whites, and there's always a history of them before. So, but the thing is this, for all this time, and if we're looking at history going back to the 1830s, from the 1830s to the time of the Puerto Ricans, the Italians, the Irish, all the immigrants that came here before, they had gangs and they had the same things. They end up getting out of that shit, and they ended up, they didn't have that problem after a while. And how the hell is it that we still got it? Because it's all being a scam. All right? Because we still got it because you got the people with the not-for-profits, and they're phony not-for-profits. I'll distinguish them. And what they do is look, check it out. The kids are getting killed. We need money to save them. And they get millions and millions. Then they turn around, and what do? They don't do nothing. They pocket the money. They siphon it all off. The kids don't get no service. If they do, it's very poor service, no good. And then Why? Because they want, and they don't care because they want them to keep killing and killing each other, and they want the neighbor to be dangerous, so they can claim that they're the only ones in control. Or if you don't do what we say, the gangbangers may not like that, because they got all those chiefs over there paid off. Those not-for-profits, the big ones. Okay, we're gonna give you 5,000 or something. Go over there and take all your guys and start doing this and raise hell, burn some shit down, or whatever the fuck it was. I'm pretty sure that's what happened at the '66 riot. Cause it's been going on since the time, from that time, like around '66 or something, that all these programs started. Baker died. I mean, not Hispanic housing, all of that. And what was that about? Affordable housing, low income, and that was a scam too, because they say it's not for profit, but it's not for profit, because true, the people only pay a little supplemental income. They may pay 100, but the government pays them the other 900 that property is worth. Then they turn around and everybody's in that building got to vote for the people that they want you to vote because they're all politically connected, which they're not supposed to be doing. So they know who, and they go door to door. They let people go door to door getting the signatures, and everybody knows they got to vote for such and such person, or they could lose or they'll threaten them too. They'll lose they could get kicked out. So now they got a whole building filled with 4 or 5, 2, 3, 100 people that have to vote. So they got 100 signatures guaranteed for, and that's not just once. It's for every city, county, and state, and federal for the congressional seats and all that. They get to sign for all of that. You know what that means? That's you got them cuffed. The more lower income houses you got, the more people you got in there, because it's political, and they're gonna turn around, and those are their blocks. They guaranteed votes to keep them in. Give them a turkey once in a while, they're gonna be happy with it, because the Puerto Ricans are in. You give them anything, a T-shirt, they're real bobos. I had one come in here that walked. I think that's the one that I was gonna. Yeah, he was walking down the street. I was coming down the Division. He got a shirt that says Maldonado, and I think I had Teresa see. Oh, you got Teresa? I said, I don't know why you got Maldonados. I said, why you got Maldonado? Oh man, it's a shirt, man. Woo, woo, woo. I said, yeah, you know. And I said, well, he's doing this and that. Oh man, everybody got to get a piece of the pie, bro. I said, yeah, that's true, everybody, but that's what's happening. Nobody's getting a piece of the pie. Oh, this, he started talking some shit, but that's another story I got. But they sell for anything. For a turkey, they're going to fucking vote you for president if they, I'm telling you. And dig this. Dig this. Dig this. Dig this. Dig this. The turkeys that they tell you they're going to give you for the signature.
Hey, Joe, I gotta let you go. I gotta go pick up my wife.
All right, I'll talk to you then.
Listen, I'll talk to you later. Have a nice holiday, man.
All right, cool. Bye.
All right, so yeah, if you have any comments on this live stream, this is what's concerning. See, what I'm doing guerrilla journalism. The people, whatever I put up there, you can believe it's true, and I will produce the truth. This gentleman here, I can't put his name out there or nothing, but everything he said is true. All right, so he's got exposure information with the CHA, and it's currently, because if you listen to what's going on, what just happened at that building up on the north side that's being run by I don't know which one, the Hispanic housing or whatever. 3 senior citizens died of the heat. Now, according to him, and this is what he told me, so that's hearsay now. This is hearsay, but I spoke to him the time. He told me, because he knows the framework, he said that there's supposed to be 2, a general manager or 2, an assistant, and they're the ones in charge of the air conditioning and all, and the heat. All right, and supposedly there's a date that they're supposed to turn on the heat or turn off the heat. and that those days didn't come, even though the temperature had risen so much and they knew it was so hot. They didn't. They felt that they did not. They felt that they were going to stick to what it said and they weren't going to turn it down. So they had knowledge that the heat was up, and they didn't do anything about it. According to this guy here, he said that they're the ones that are now responsible, and and according to what I believe from my little jailhouse knowledge of being locked up and doing and getting into a legal stuff with myself, not nothing great, but like I said, amateur, but functional, able to do things. That they're legally responsible. This boards those that's this is bordering on this borders on extreme criminal. This is like a criminal neglect, real close to manslaughter. I mean, they're gonna go down. We're sure. He told me that if they could, and I know they get convicted, and there's of course they already have the lawsuit out. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna get back to this again because I got information on what's going on. There's more details, but I can't release it right now, and I can't release his name. All right. But anyways, you heard what he said on here, and he's talking about the corruption and everything, and also about the gang wars and stuff that was going on. So this is also about gang wars too in Chicago from '90 to 30 years later, what 2010, something like that. Anyways, so thank you for listening, and you stay tuned for the next one that's coming up.